got it. All right. Orientation is locked. Rotate device. All right. I love how they force me to have this orientation for a live. So this is the Illinois Orchid Society Show live on a Sunday morning. It's pretty busy. We have member sales table right here. We still have a whole bunch of stuff available for sale here. I have a bunch of stuff still available for sale. I'm going to be working the sales table afterwards. Over right next to the sales table, we have the Chicago Botanic Gardens display of plants. I could totally see Steve trying to stay out of the frame here. I love this Cerulean guttata. It's fading a little bit. You can see some damage on the flowers right there. But it has two inflorescences. It's really, really nice. And they have a Beringiana here. It's still small. Beringianas can get really big. I've seen Beringianas that are 2 to 3 feet tall. And then here we have the Aerides odorata that we awarded yesterday. You can see the award certificate right here and see that purple print. That's me. So here's the odorata. Oh my God. All right, I am definitely mildly allergic to this. I really want to sneeze being next to it, but we'll look at how shiny. This thing looks like it is shellacked, right? So it's the nectar, the honey coming out of it, but it is just so amazingly shiny, shiny, shiny. And it smells, I don't know, it smells like someone used way too much Febreze. We've got on the other side of that artwork. And you can see this was the best artwork of the show. These are what we asked the artist when she was here. They are oil and pencil, like oil pencil. And then, oh, here's mine. So right across from the art, we have display that I did with Steve, and we got 3 best of classes, none of them to me. We have the Acinated Chrysantha, and you can see that we stuck my Richard Mueller crosses way up high there. I left out a step stool for the clerks to put ribbons up. Steve Psychopsis got a first place. My Naomi's Delight got nothing. His Bellina got a 3rd place. This is my Pleurothallus picta. Here, let's see if you can see the flowers. It got a 2nd place. The Platystelli Stenostachya, right here. Right there, you can see the tiny little flowers. It got a 3rd place. We have a Vanda Girac Orange. It got a 2nd. This is my Nodosa right here. It got a 2nd. And if you're wondering why it got a 2nd when it had like 2 beautiful sets of flowers on it, is that Batavia, which I'll show in a bit, brought their crazy arachno. Let's see, this Dideri, I believe it's Olya's, got a 2nd place, right there. And then this right here is the name of our exhibit. We were Orquídeas Exóticas de todo el mundo. Here's a Zygnosia Senior Bluebird, the 2nd place. My radiata was really not open. See, the buds are still closed. It only has 3 flowers. And it got a 3rd place right there. All right, we got a bunch of more. So here's a third place for this Phalaenopsis lindenia. I believe that's Olya's. Steve got a first place for his Chrysocentrum Merellianum. Oh, look! I didn't see this before. There's a first place for my Seidenfidania mitrata. And a second place right here for this Vanda Cerulean. Oh no, yes, for this Vanda Cerulean. And a first place, I hung this Lamellata barboxalii right between the two inflorescences of the Cerulean, and the Lamellata got a first place. And then here we have the two Yangjing apples. One of them got a first place ribbon, the one with the longer sepals and petals, and then the other one, slightly shorter one, got a second place. And then this Cymbidium got a best of class. And we'll see if I can find the ID tag for it. Here we go, Cymbidium erythrostylum. And what else do we have? Okay, so this is Steve's. This is his Brad Carter Brillet, and it got a first place. This is his Mary Dragoni. It's a Masdevallia. It got a second. This Tolumnia with 3 spikes got a second. Oh, all right. So let's see. All right. So the Pinata Surprise, I put it in 2 categories. I put it both in first bloom seedling and in Cataleas. In one of them, it got a first place, and in one of them, it got a second place. The Maui Dots next to it got a third place. Here's the Maui Dots. And let's see, then we have the Brassocatante Little Mermaid Janet. It got a third. This huge red Vanda right here, Vanda Wirat, got a second place. Oh, and look, my Marie Nohava Hollowed Abundance got a first place. So technically this is in a different category than the exact same colored Brad Carter. So this is flowers over 4 inches, and this down here is flowers under 4 inches. And then my Adolf Hecker Moby got a third. It's really old. It's been in bloom for like 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. So I'm very pleased with its third place showing. This Phragmipedium schlimmii got a first place. Here's Steve's Girac Antelope Tangerine. And then we have the Leslie Garay right there with a third. And then this flower right here, this is Phragmipedium Twilight, Rising Rocket Crossed to Fisher Eye. And I was judging Paphs and Frags, and we gave that the best of class for Phragmipediums. And it has, if you can look right behind it, the glass trophy. This is my Phalaenopsis right here. It's Phalaenopsis MS Little Fan, and it got a second place. And you can look up here and see, ooh, look at how tall my Richard Mueller crosses is. Everybody has to look at my Richard Mueller crosses. I love them so much. I also got to judge artwork yesterday. That was interesting. A lot, David, a lot of artwork.
Brace yourself for spring.
Oh, so, yes, all right. Hopefully I'm not making anybody dizzy while I'm doing this. We have Diana Amalchania's display here with her ribbons. Yes, I'm not going to walk everybody through all the individual ribbons. That was just for my display because, of course, I love my plants best. And then the Hob display, they got a first place in their category for the display. Oh, their twinkly lights are turned off. Someone should turn on their twinkly lights for them. The origami over here. I'm just trying to circle around. There's really not a lot of room in the show to move. I mean, we made as much room as possible for this place. So this was the one that won the show trophy. This is George's. So George put it together. I think he got plants donated from Julie and Kathleen D'Agostino and Barry. And I helped write, or I edited. We have a new student judge with the AOS Center, and we made her write the preliminary draft of the show trophy description, but then I fixed it because I'm a senior student now. And look at this wine delight. But Kathleen got an AOS award for her Paphiopedilum hirsutissimum var esquirole. And down here, there's two. There's one and then hidden. So show trophy and the Soul Service certificate. And as you can see, the show trophy right here for his display, La Familia de Orquídeas. All right, now I'm going to pan very slowly over here. So that's like one circular set of displays. We come upon David again, trying to actually put the ribbon out. And then, let's see, here's Nats. It's nice that everybody has their little tags out now. Okay, here's Batavia, and here is the crazy arachno that got the first place for Savala. Best class. Look at how many flowers are. Not as many as last year when we awarded it with a CCM. But here's the rest of their display. And then, let's see, David's still putting out ribbon. So Nat, now that the show season is over, are you going to sell this QF Hawaiian Magic now? No? Not yet? Ah, I keep trying to buy it off of him. All right. I'll try again later. So here's, this is Dr. Bill's orchids. And then more artwork. All right, so this is Wisconsin. And I hope we returned all their plants to them because I walked into the judging room yesterday at like 2:30 and there was this little Sophronitis sitting here. And I was literally like, who owns that? I had to go get Diane to break out the computer and she had to look it up. And so I just stuffed it right there. I don't know where it's supposed to go in their display. I didn't remove it, and of course it wasn't returned, so it was a little bit dicey. But hopefully, even though it doesn't have a tag, it has been put back with Wisconsin, so it'll go home to whoever owns it. I suspect Walter. All right, so they received, we ordered another AOS award right here. They received an AM of 83 points for this. It's actually behind. Surely, you know what? I think this was actually not here because now you can't see it, even though it received the AOS award. Let me move it. So it should go right. Oh no, that's a mirror. This needs to be relevated. Okay, this one right here. So this is Path Kiara.
They're better than Walter's hands.
And I think, oh no, we didn't award. It's going to, I am just an idiot. QF Manga. So that would be this one right here. QF Manga received an AM of 83. And then clearly they gave an AOS. Just walk in front of me, David. Don't stand there. Don't stand there. You're doing important things. I'm just taking video. to something up here. I don't know which one of these got it because they just put the ribbon on top. But maybe one of these are Oncidium or Ranculoides, maybe? Received a best of class. All right. And looks like this Zygo got a best class. Oh, I'm telling you, all these orchids from Quintal Farms. I wish I could grow Zygos, but I've decided that I am no longer growing Zygos. So that is Wisconsin's display. And then over here is the little display for the iOS, where basically if you're only allowed to put 3 plants in this, we're encouraged to do our own display for the show. And let's see, the Vanda here got a blessed class. This Bulbophyllum, adorable, got a best of class. And then here we have a best of class to Clem orchid growers for their, I believe, NR right here. It's a bulldog, a green bulldog right there. And then I was told very carefully that Arnie had a seed pod right here, and that I was to make sure that none of the judges ripped that seed pod off because Arnie wants his seeds. So I just figured I'd point it out to everyone since I was told to protect it. Protect it. And that is Clem orchid growers. So all those people were there. I was trying not to hit my butt against their butts. We got gnats. There's still lots of stuff to buy at the show. In the corner right there is Katia orchideas. We've got Dr. Bill right here. Art prints, orchid art prints, if you would like them. And then I believe that is Orchid Trading Company right here. And so this is it for me and the live. You have until 4 p.m. today to come to the show and buy some orchids and to see my display.